Smashed it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going back to the Green Dragon again. I've been doing a little bit of work off camera and I've gotten a little more progress done, and just going to show you what I've done and get you caught up. And then today we're going to be installing our max pinion rods conversion harness and trying to get the AEM Infinity installed back on the car. Alright, so I don't know exactly the last point I left off on recording, but I did get my new reservoir for the master cylinder in, got the brakes bled out. I've got pretty much everything up here buttoned up. I got fluids and everything besides the transmission. So I put some OEM coolant in here because last time it had water, and that's why we had a failure with the freezing. I've got some oil in here, just put some regular conventional 10W30 to do like a first startup, go through a couple heat cycles, and then I'm going to drain it and put some VR1 in here. But got the headlights mounted. I actually just got some new corner lights in today as well. This one right here is broken where it mounts, and the little tabs where it goes into the fender is also broken. So I'm going to be replacing the corner lights, getting all those mounted up like they're supposed to be. I've got the battery in. I've got all the wiring figured out besides this one. I don't remember where it went. It's been too long since I took this thing apart. So I'll figure that out once I get my relay panel in and stuff, and figure out what has power and what don't, or if that's a ground or what it is. But we'll get it figured out. Also, I had to get a new T-bolt clamp for this one because the other one, the threads galled on it and it broke. So got a new clamp for that. And then that may be everything I've done up here. I don't really remember. Anyways, I've got the AEM Infinity, my switch panel here. But I got to put the max pinion rods K-series conversion harness in first. Also went ahead and picked up an extra wideband sensor, just in case the one that's on there now has any issues. But previously I mentioned about the max pinion rods conversion harness on my channel, and this is a K-tune conversion harness here that I hacked some wires out of, took out what I didn't need, because if you look here, the max pinion rods looks very similar to how the K-tune one used to be, so I reduced it from basically this to this. But I took out like the AWD 2 port, the O2 relay, all that stuff that I don't need. So I'm not going to take anything out of this harness. I'm just going to leave it as is and just zip tie everything up behind the dash. I've kept this just to make sure that I get everything back to where it was originally. So I guess I'll go ahead and start installing this jumper harness here. Alright, so I just got all the ECU stuff installed. So the ECU is now mounted. I got all my switches hooked back up. You see the dash illuminates and populates those things that the ECU tells it. So you can see it's got some stuff on there already. So I've got my hybrid Civic charging it right now, and trying to think of what else I needed to do before. Oh, I need to hook up my wideband sensor. Also, I switched out the corner lights. I got a new set. The passenger side one, a little mounting tab broke on it, so just went ahead and picked up a fresh set. Those were getting kind of old anyway, so those look good on there. So now I guess let's spin her over and see what she'll do. So right now what I'm doing first is just priming the oil system, so I don't have the fuel on or anything, so that's why it's not starting. Just trying to make sure it got good oil pressure first. Anyways, I I got it started up. Once I turned the fuel pump on, man, it started right up, no problem. So now I just got to do a few more odd and end things. Like I'd sold those Bride knockoff seats that I had in here, so I've got to set up RSX seats here that I'm gonna make some brackets for and mount them in here. I have some aluminum racing seats, but I don't really plan to track this car anymore. It's just I don't know, just gonna be a show car more or less. Use it to do collaborations and that kind of stuff. And you know, I still do plan to sell the car. And you know, once you mount aluminum seat to where the driver actually needs it, you know, that it may have some different variables with different people and stuff, different heights, different weights, different widths, all that stuff. So I don't really want to mount the aluminum seats in it. And so I'm just going to put these RSX seats in there because they'll, you know, be able to fit more people, and we'll go from there. So I guess I'll get to mounting those seats later this week. I'm so happy to be almost done putting this thing back together, and so I got to put the front bumper back on, which it's sitting right here by the car. And check out these little baby grasshoppers. They're like, I don't know what y'all call them, but here we call them like Indian grasshoppers because they get really big. But they're a bunch of babies and they're just chilling out on my bumper. They ain't hurting nothing, so I'm just gonna leave them there. There's some more like right here on this grass. So yeah, I just gotta mount the seats in there and then put the bumper back on, and it's almost gonna be ready to go to PFI, man. I did raise the front up some just so it's not so low in the front, because I was having issues with it being pretty low in the front. So still lower in the front than it is in the rear, despite the wheel gap like between the fender, because these are aftermarket fenders, so they allow for a little more clearance than the rear does. But man, I'm so happy to hear it run, man. It's running. Heck yeah, man, that's so freaking awesome. Can't wait to get her tuned. I'm gonna make a little cross-country trip with it. I think we're going to make about a 7 or 8 day trip. We're going to be going through about 11 different states. So if any of you guys would like to meet up, maybe, I don't know if we'll be coming through your area or not, but we plan to go like through, so we're in Alabama and we're going to Colorado is our ultimate destination. So we'll be going through just the corner of Tennessee, like Memphis, and we're going to be going through Mississippi. Well, it would be Mississippi, then Memphis, so Tennessee, and we'll be going through Arkansas over to Oklahoma, and we're going from Oklahoma, I think, up to Kansas, and then probably through Nebraska to South Dakota. I think we're going to go to South Dakota. We want to go to Mount Rushmore, just making a trip out of it, right? But we may go to South Dakota to go to Mount Rushmore, and then go over to Wyoming, and then go down south to Colorado. And then coming back, we plan to go through New Mexico. So we're going to go south to New Mexico, and then come through Texas, and then like Louisiana, Mississippi, and then back to Alabama. So if you're in any of those states and you think you're along the route, because I don't know all the interstates, but I know coming back like from Texas we'll be coming I-20. So if you're anywhere along that route, you want to meet up, get a few shots with the car or something, hit me up. My email is philip@thehondaresource.com, and maybe we can meet up with some people. That's what I'm going to use this car for now, just meeting people and networking and that kind of stuff. I don't care to race it anymore. I can't afford to fix this thing like this all the time. It's just, yeah. So anyways, thanks for stopping by, check out this video, and hopefully we'll be getting some more content on it later, maybe later this week, maybe first of next week. We plan to do a vlog every day on our trip, just about our journey and that kind of stuff. So but yeah, just like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notifications when we upload along our trip. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you on another one soon. Peace.